2015 against Zakar of Hungary.
Yeah, that's right. I felt Wang was quite unusual for a 10-hole player. He's very comfortable with his backhand, and doesn't run around that much playing his forehand on that side. So he's quite happy to play many backhands with a 10-hole grip.
Yep. So Thomas from Czech Republic, 42 years old. Wang Shibo, 34 years old, from Zhujiao province in China. See a nice flowing backhand from
Wang Shibo, 1-all.
From Sadilek, just off the end that time. And Wang used to be in the Chinese youth squad, under 18. So very, very strong table tennis player. Loves playing with the sandpaper. Part of the professional sandpaper professional league in China that started last July. Nice flowing style from Thomas.
Thomas, 2-all.
Just a couple of errors because the consistency of Wang close to the table is pretty impressive.
Three, two.
Good variations there from Thomas. Just rolled that backhand with a little bit of topspin, made Wang put it off the end.
Yeah, you can see there just the timing of the ball forced Wang to hit it just as his leg was coming up, and that meant he overlifted it. The ball went off the end of the table. Very clever tactics from Thomas. He's known for it.
Wang, 3-all.
Kind of trades off his vision of the other player and their balance, plays it to awkward places as a result, and yet he's also developed, I think, through the tournament, a greater flowing attacking backhand as well.
Yeah, he's got great backhand. Used it to great effect in the last match against Hu.
4-3.
And if you're just thinking about what's coming up next, we've got a treat for English fans. We have an all-English quarter-final between world champion
3-5.
Andrew Bagley and the very popular Northamptonshire Superman Chris Doran, 6 feet 8 tall. That's the next quarter-final on. Oh, and that's a beautiful crack with the forehand down the line. Stroke production, beautiful. Onto his back foot, the right foot, and then stepping forwards onto his front foot. Beautiful shot. Thomas serving just over half long to try and,
Wang, 7-3.
try and get Wang to just to pick it up a little bit higher, looking for an opportunity then to attack downwards on his follow-up shot. That's what we call the pendulum serve. Forehand from the backhand side, scooping on the inside of the ball as you're facing it to give it side spin.
7-4.
And they're definitely making the ball float through the air differently according to the way they hit it. So they are getting some spin and also some kick off the other side of the table to surprise the opponent, stop them being able to hit it cleanly.
Thomas, 4-8.
Well, Thomas a few points behind, but he won't panic. For those of you watching earlier, you'd have seen him come back from an incredible game and 14 points to 8 down. So he's certainly a battler. He won't let this deficit affect him at the moment.
No, he'll still be in the semi-final. So he'll want to be winning, but
4-9.
he's very, very good at reeling out the other player in once he knows the limits of what they're capable of. He hasn't found that limit of Wang yet.
Wang, 10-4.
That one, very, very good soft ball from Wang. The ball was just starting to drop as Thomas hit it, and so he had to lift it, overlifted it, went off the end of the table to his forehand. And that's not coming back.
10-5.
Good power from Sadilek.
Yeah, good stuff. He was ready to run as soon as the ball got a little bit higher. Good movement.
Again, very, very good forehand attack. That time the back was facing downwards. Drilled it forwards. You can see the 3 fingers of his bat curved around the other side of his bat. Wang. That's a great forehand from Thomas Sadilek, and it just came back as if it just
5,
tapped it over.
12.
Great blocking. You see the power of this forehand. Sorry, the backhand, yeah, and then Wang was able to tone it down and calm the rally back down in towards the net. 13-5.
13-5.
Wang's certainly one of the most comfortable players of penhold grip with his backhand that I've seen, certainly in sandpaper version of the game.
Yep.
14-5.
Well, Thomas was a bit like this in the first game against Hu that he won. But he's going to need to find something. So 14-5. It's up to 15. So 15-5 is enough to take the first game. Thomas has got more thinking to do.
Yeah, impressive first game from Wang. Packed out there, Colin. Can't see any spaces. Really good crowd in today.
Yeah. Thomas getting a bit of moral support. Discuss what they're going to do. You see the focus there. A bit of a shrug of the shoulders. Hope that doesn't mean I don't know. And this is Xiao, the Chinese coach. In the last game, you didn't see him because they chose not to use the coach and therefore create a favoritism between the two players. But where there's one Chinese player against a non-Chinese player, then Xiao will come and help his charge. Very experienced coach. And Wang Shibo, 15-5 in the first.
Wang to serve.
So we'll see what Thomas and his team can cook up to try and turn something around for the second game. There's the big backhand from Thomas, but the block of Wang is just so strong.
It is. I really feel and see that bang in there, he absorbs it so well on the backhand side. I think he's got to start playing more to Wang's forehand, try and make him move away from that corner. Yeah.
And what Wang's doing is taking the very, very fast shot to the backhand.
Thomas, love
and he's not only blocking it, but he's actually taking the pace out of the ball. And these bats have virtually no spin capability at all. That's why you see all the skill of the game and no deception in the strokes, apart from the tiny bits of spin that they can get. But
love 3.
You are seeing that they're quick bats. The ball does really rebound off fast, and Wang's one of the best at soaking up that energy and giving the ball back slow, maybe in the same class as Chris Doran.
Wang, ball love.
Oh, Thomas looking really disappointed. That's 3 unforced errors on the trot. He needs to cut that out quickly if he's going to force his way back into this match.
Yeah. Play well, or it's going to run away from you, Thomas, now. That's a good backhand. Another good forehand. A beautiful backhand. That's the one. And Wang actually tried to run round that. He had no time to get to it because Thomas gave it extra as he saw him run round. Very clever. Good stuff from Thomas. He's going to have to really extend himself now to stay in this second game and the tournament. Very competent forehand across court from Wang there. Saw the ball come to his forehand, covered it early, top spinned it across to the forehand on the counter attack. Beautiful shot. And then across. Another point in the bag, another point closer to the semi-finals. And a match against Shui Liang, who we've already seen. That'll be a tasty one.
1-6.
Thomas trying to think, what can he do, what can he change? Good flick wide of the forehand.
Wang 6-2.
Those are the little points that he was picking up a lot in his last match against Pu Chao. There's the slow ball, but it went high. He's going to play slow, it's okay. We've got to keep it down. You see that Thomas forced the ball up and then attack. Beautiful 1-2 from Thomas.
Yeah, it's good from Thomas. That time when he went for the power shot, he didn't go back to the backhand, which Wang's been dealing with so well. He went down the line, wide to the forehand, That earned him the point.
Yeah, and 2 balls there attempted from Thomas, who made the first ball down to the crossover. So now he's avoiding that backhand corner, as Tony, you were saying. And he's starting to play more balls into Wang's crossover and down the line into the forehand. Down the line shorter, more difficult to play. Doesn't really get much of a warm-up of the new tactic if that's what he's trying to do. He's going to have to just deliver it straight away. But he's picking up.
4-7.
Sadilek is doing it again, getting himself back into the match in the second game. We thought he was dead and buried in the last 16. Came back, saved match points, and level all the way through the third and took it. That's the one he needs.
Wang,
yeah, unlucky, just missed it. That's the difficulty, isn't it? He needs to play that shot, but it is more difficult than going cross court.
Yeah, right tactic, wrong ending for Thomas on that point. So a game and 8-4.
Beautiful
play from both players there. Nice countering. You can see Wang went into the middle twice there. Once Thomas played the backhand from the crossover. The second time he tried to play the forehand but didn't have his body behind it.
4-10.
So Wang proving just as smart as Thomas. So big support for Thomas Sadilek here. Let's go, they're saying in the crowd. Don't want him to get downhearted. No double point ball played. He's got enough to think about. Oh, that's a beauty. Down the line and then across court. Backhand down the line, big one across court. Beautiful. Off the top of the net, made it a little bit harder for Thomas.
11-5.
My tip is Shui Liang is the best at retrieving nets. He got a load of nets back, didn't he, against Yan, with seeming effortless ease. But they are more difficult. Thomas couldn't quite get that one back into the corner of the table. That's so long from Wang into the backhand. Beautiful play. Then stretches him on the other side. Look at the length into the backhand. Gets Thomas pushing away from the table, going the wrong direction.
Wang Shibo.
And the points are certainly going in the wrong direction as Wang gets to 12 points and then chooses his double point ball. This has been a common tactic, Tony, of the Chinese to take it at this stage.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a real theme from them. When they get to 12, they win this point, brings them up to game or match point on this occasion, and it really piles the pressure onto Sadilek now.
This will be match point if he doesn't win this one. Consistency from Wang, and he's out-consistented that rally.
Thomas, 5-14.
So 2 points from the double point ball. They'll go back to the orange ball now, but unfortunately for Thomas Sadilek, it's 5-14. Match point to Wang. Sadilek looks like he's going to pocket $3,000 but be out of the tournament. Now that's a beauty.
It's a great shot. He can't do it again, can he, Colin? 14-8 last time.
Double ball.
And he played his double point at 14-8 down last time. It's 14-6 this time.
Short answer, no, I don't think he can. I'd love it to happen, just to make the game even tighter. Again, beautiful backhand. Misses the one off the end. So that's it.
Wang, 15,
so Wang takes the match. Wang Shibo, 34-year-old from Shushao, through to the semi-finals. And we'll see you again after the break with two Englishmen.